Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my monthly buys and buys video, or for the beginning of 2025, it's the no buys and buys, except for, as you can see by the thumbnail, I broke my no buy. I did buy a couple of things. We'll get into that right now. So let's get into the buys. So I did buy 3 things. Everything was low cost. 2 were duds. I shouldn't have bought them, and the other was kind of a necessity, and you'll kind of see why. So let's get into the duds. The first is this one. I don't want to say dud. It's not bad, but it's not what I wanted. This is the Rimmel The Wonderlast Brow Tint for Days in medium brown. It's funny because it doesn't say Rimmel. Oh, there. I was like, does it say Rimmel anywhere? It says it right there. I was like looking for Rimmel. It's like this tiny little word of Rimmel. So this is what it looks like. It's got like a wand like this. And then there's like a little brush part that I've never used to like comb it through. It's more like a pomade. So I was hoping that this would be more like the Maybelline Brow Tattoo that I had before, where it's like a gel that you put on and then you peel it off and then you have like a tint. So it kind of tints your skin essentially and your brow hairs a little bit. This isn't like that. This is really more like a pomade. It doesn't really actually tint, and it doesn't stay, like it says, I think up to 2 days or something. It never stayed. So I purposely bought this because I was going to Vegas and I thought it'd be nice to have something like that brow tattoo thing. This is not that. I will use this. I will finish it, but I think I might take this home to my family home because sometimes I forget to bring makeup home, and it'd be nice to have a brow product there just in case. Because I hate when I have like no brows. It's so funny because when I was younger, like I would say pre 8 to 10 years ago, I never did my brows. I barely touched them. And now it feels so weird to not do my brows. Second product is also a brow product. And again, a regret purchase. So this is the NYX, the Brow Glue. I was hoping this one in particular would be a bit more gluey. And it's not. I have the Essence one that's sort of the dupe of the Thick It Stick It. And I like that. I think it's quite comparable to the Thick It Stick It. This, again, it just didn't, this is in the shade Taupe, so maybe because it's a lighter shade. It goes on really nice. Actually, I should swatch the other product as well. It goes on nice and it looks good right when I do it. But I would say within about 2 hours, my brow hairs, like I have really long brow hairs. I don't have a lot, but they're really long. So when I do stick them up, I look like I have really bushy eyebrows. But then like within 2 hours, they've fallen and it just looks not great. So I'm just going to swatch this product as well because this is a little bit of a darker product. So yeah, that's the Rimmel one, and then you can kind of see the other one there. I'm just hopefully focus that in. I got my computer working again, so by the time you see this, I figured out my computer thing, because when you stop filming for a while, like I know I'm behind on videos, I haven't been filming, you kind of get out of the swing of things don't work. So yeah, I'm just definitely like out of the swing of things. And anyway, and yeah, my hair does look a little lighter, just FYI. I haven't done anything since end of, when was it, April, when I actually got the highlights done. I had purple added. The purple sort of darkened it, so now the purple's pretty much faded out. I did stick a bit of purple in the ends. Don't tell my hairdresser. that'll grow out, and I'll probably cut it by the time I see him again. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on with my hair. Third item that I purchased was this. So this is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This is the waterproof version. I talked about I wanted to buy a waterproof mascara. I was hoping that like the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal would have been on sale, but it was like $20. I'm like, I'm not spending $20. This is $5.99. So, and I know it's okay. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. But I definitely wanted a waterproof mascara for Vegas. So this was just, suitable. Is it the best? No. Is it suitable? Yes. The other waterproof one that I like is the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes one. That's a really good one, but man, it's really hard to get out. I mean, all waterproof mascaras are really hard to get out. This one is as well. But yeah, it did the job. I did discover I do have one of these. It's in my empties because it's quite old. So I'm glad I did purchase this. When I realized I did have one, I was like, no, I do need to actually purchase one. The other one's just too old. Time to throw it out. So from a purchases perspective, again, I just bought 3 items, but I did break my no buy, 2 of which I shouldn't have bought. So I spent, in total, I spent $33.47. Retail was $35. The reason why it's pretty close is I put taxes for what I actually paid, but in the retail price, I don't put the taxes. The only thing that was on sale was this. That was the reason why I picked this up. A, I was hoping it would be more sticky, and B, it was on sale. It was like $5 off or so. So yeah, that's all I bought. So I didn't spend a lot, but I do regret about 20 bucks of that purchase, 30 bucks, because this was only like $5.99. So a little bit of a fail there. Lesson learned on that one. So yeah, that's it for the buy side. Again, back to June, we are no buy. But I did talk about, basically it was for the first half of the year, no buy, and then we'll reassess for the second half. July is my birthday month. I might buy something for my birthday. I haven't really decided yet. I don't know if I will buy any sort of beauty makeup item for my birthday. I have some other ideas in mind. I just did that trip to Vegas, and that was kind of a birthday celebration early for me for going there. But it wasn't really, but that's what I was like, okay, this is my big spend trip for the year. Anyway, let's get into the empties. The first empty I want to talk about, so I do sometimes talk about other items. These don't count towards the totals or anything like that, but I do want to mention them. So this is the coffee and whiskey. Absolutely my favorite scent. I love this. I have one more. I was really good and didn't buy the 4 remaining ones at Bath & Body Works in the fall, but I only have one left, I think. Yeah, I think I only have one left. So yeah, this guy is done. I think I'm down to around 20, I want to say 23, because I gave some to my dad and I finished a couple. I gave 2 to my dad. Maybe I'm down to 24. Still, we're going down on the candles, which is good. Okay, empties. I have one other item in here. Eye drops. I finished up this. I actually finished up I finished up 2 eye drops. I just repurchased the allergy ones. I was allergic to Little Miss Callie. I'm allergic to certain dogs, a little bit more than others. Callie I was allergic to. Not too bad. I could kind of get away with not taking allergy medication for every other day I could do it. But yeah, eye drops were kind of essential because she was all up in my business all the time. So I did repurchase the allergy ones because that is definitely something that is an ongoing issue for me. Speaking of Miss Callie, I have an empty here that wasn't an intentional empty. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can see that. I don't know how she got a hold of this. I must have dropped it and she absconded with it quite quickly and I never saw it. And I was like, where is my sponge? This is a Wet n Wild sponge. I really like this sponge. I have a couple of beauty blenders. I have been using this one repeatedly. This is the one that I've been going back to. So yeah, I would repurchase this. So once I kind of finish out I have a couple of beauty blenders that are kind of end of the line. I might need to retire them quite soon. I can definitely see myself repurchasing this one. I just really liked it. It was an easy beauty blender dupe, and it's cheaper. I know there's the AOA ones. I just have never purchased from that site, and I know purchasing from that site, I can't think of the site name, I'll overbuy other stuff because it's too cheap, if that makes sense. And I know I've bought dollar store ones, and I've not really liked them. I've bought e.l.f. ones, haven't really liked them. So I know I like this, and Wet n Wild is affordable, so I just don't know where. I think Wet n Wild's at Walmart, maybe? It's not in every store around here. Yeah. I'm just getting into this guy, because there's a chunk that fell off of it. So this is the empty, so you can kind of see maybe how worn this one is, maybe not. In person, it looks definitely, yeah, you can kind of see the top color. The color is faded on the one that's not so great. So this is the empty to balance the one that I purchased. This is technically empty, not empty. I have the rest of the remaining of these. The remaining or the rest. That was the same word for double descriptive. I don't know why I did that. In a little travel, a mini, because I took that with me to Las Vegas, and I just need to finish them out. So I'm just calling it. I don't know how many is left there. It's 5 or less. So yeah, I just threw this in because I'm it's done, and it needs to remind me I do need to purchase this. So I'm going to try and hold off and maybe make this a July purchase, just to kind of keep June at a zero balance, but I will repurchase these. I don't think I said what they are. They're the Marcel, so that's a Canadian brand. Marcel waterproof makeup remover pads, and they're the best at getting off like this kind of mascara. So, and I like them because they're not oily. Like I've used other waterproof ones that feel oily. These don't feel oily. They feel really, really nice. I think, yeah. I'm just making sure there was nothing stuck to the bottom there. Sometimes like one or two get stuck in the bottom. Skincare stuff, more skincare. Tower 28, this is a sad pan. I do use this. Again, I have a little tiny bit left in a travel that I took to Vegas. I will repurchase this. I do think it helps keep my skin clear. So this, in combination with the hydrocortisone cream, which is supposed to be an anti-age cream, works on my face when I get that like red rash from the heat and the sun. The combo together, this is like I think I've talked about this. This is like the 20% and the hydrocortisone is like the 80%. Like they work together. Not both of them individually aren't 100%, but when I use them together, my skin is so much better. So I definitely will be repurchasing that. So again, maybe that's part of my July. Maybe this will be my one purchase from Sephora so I can get my birthday gift. Not a bad idea, Anne. Good thinking, good thinking. This is a spoiler. This was in my beauty. We got a couple spoilers here for that. My beauty project pan, which I have not done an update for. I think I've done one update. This is the Good Molecules Squalane Oil. It's fine. I wouldn't rush out and buy this. There is one that I'm using. I think it's Indeed Labs. It's comparable and it's a little easier for me to access, like because I can literally just go to Shoppers Drug Mart and purchase it. I think they still have that there. But it was fine. I do have another facial oil from Good Molecules that I need to finish out. This again was in my beauty project pan. This was a detangler, so it's not a leave-in conditioner, which I was kind of getting this mixed up with a leave-in conditioner. This is a detangler, although I have talked about I don't really like leave-in conditioners. Like, they're just not really in my routine. But when I was dyeing my hair there, I was like, you know what, a leave-in conditioner would make a lot more sense because if you want to retain the color, you don't need to rinse your hair out again. And the more you rinse your hair out, the more you're losing that, like, you know, the fun colors. So probably will be buying a leave-in conditioner. This is a detangler at some point in the future. I had the detangler because I used to go swimming a lot. And so this was really nice for like when your hair is really chlorinated and I felt like it was getting really dry. And we have one last item in here. This is the Bath & Body Works Vanilla Romance Body Cream. I like this scent. I will not repurchase the body cream. I don't want to open it up, but hopefully, yeah, you can see it there. It is so yellow, and it was like that from the moment I bought it. And I bought this when it like came out because I really, really like the scent. I bought like everything in that scent. So in the future, if I repurchase this scent, I will repurchase the body lotion. I don't know. Sorry if you hear a weird noise. There's like drilling or something happening. Sounds weird. I don't know if this is like a scent that still exists. I've really not been watching Bath & Body Works videos. Like I've just kind of like stayed away because I really don't want to like get sucked into the hype, which I can easily do. And I'm trying to not buy stuff. And I know that there's the semi-annual sale coming up at some point in June. I'm just like, stay away, stay away. I don't need any Bath & Body Works stuff right now. So yeah, I really like the scent. I mean, I can smell it right now. And I'm just like, oh, I love this scent. Like it's very similar to this, actually. Like it's in the same family, I would say. Like that warm, vanilla-y, creamy, musky kind of scent. And yeah, this one I've talked about. It's a little bit like the Seven Virtues Vanilla Wood. So if you like that, you'd probably like this. So that is my empties. And I feel like that was really good. That's a lot. There are a couple of other things that I have finished. But technically I finished them in June. So they're going to be in my June empties. Because it's already June. And by the time you see this, it will be further into June. I have no idea when I'll be able to get around to editing this, but hopefully soon. Again, like I said, I want to get back into the routine of filming. So yeah, so anyway, I am rambling. Like I said, I did not total these up yet, so I will put the total on the screen for my empties. I think it was a pretty good month. I think I did okay. Nothing was very high value. This was probably the most high value thing in here, I think. But at least I got a few things out that, like this, I've literally, I don't want to say how long I've had that for. Way too long. So it feels really good to get that out. Next month, I already know I'm going to have at least 2 empties, probably a couple more, so that's good. I know that at least it's not going to be a complete dead of a month. But yeah, that, I'll put my, like, I forget which side is which, because it's reversed, but I'll put my, I guess this side is the buys, and this side is the good buys, just so we can see the balance. And I'll, again, put the running total, because I feel like this year the running total is kind of a nice thing to see where I'm at. And again, it's really good. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Okay, now they're banging. Okay, so I think they're telling me it is time to wrap this video up. So if you like this video, feel free to give a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.